Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Dr. Mridula V. Amarnath here. I know pregnancy is one journey where we do a lot of things that we do not like, and we try at the same time to pamper ourselves with a lot of things, right? For me personally was consumption of milk, right? I would, during my pre-pregnancy phase, I would try and skip milk whenever possible. But once I knew I was pregnant, and probably till, probably I could say a couple of months, even after I gave birth to my baby, I consumed a lot of milk. I must say, I just did it. It was just like a natural instinct where I felt, I must do it because, it is my responsibility right now to take care of my baby who is inside my womb, right? So, you do anything for your baby, right? Any mother would do the maximum, the best they can for their baby. So consumption of milk was one such thing for me, and I did it very religiously. I would consume the adequate amount of milk, probably a little more to make sure that both I was healthy and as well as the baby was healthy. I know a lot of mothers do not like the smell or the taste of milk. But let me tell you, milk certainly has its own benefits. Probably you could consume milk in different forms, probably not just the way that, you normally consume it, but, you can try out a different ways, but having adequate amount of milk in your diet on a regular basis is mandatory. So your next question would be why? Why is milk so essential? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to give you out the important things that milk can do and help both the mother as well as the little baby. So stay tuned. First one, milk is an excellent source of calcium, right? Every pregnant woman would require at least 1000 milligrams of calcium every day. Now, the growing fetus, it requires calcium for the development of its bones. Milk is also a rich source of proteins. And proteins is extremely important because it helps in the building up of the uterus during the phase of pregnancy. Apart from that, it also ensures there's a steady blood supply, especially to the vital parts of the mother, such as the mother's breasts, and also helps in the development of your baby's tissues. Milk is also an important source of vitamin D. But why is vitamin D important? Well, vitamin D is extremely important for a normal birth weight and prevention of neonatal rickets. Let me tell you, you can get a lot of your other nutrients and vitamins from various sources. But when it comes to vitamin D, milk is an important source of vitamin D. Okay, so make sure you consume your milk for the adequate amount of vitamin D. Also, vitamin D helps in the absorption of calcium from the body. Right, so vitamin D has a dual part. It is important, one, for the normal growth and development of the baby. Second is it also helps in the absorption of calcium. Did you know something? Milk is a natural antacid. Interesting, right? Well, during pregnancy, we have a lot of hormones playing inside our body, thanks to them. And they can cause a lot of gastric reflex, a lot of uneasy feeling, right, and heartburns. So consumption of milk definitely helps to reduce all of them and makes us feel a little easier and better. Now during pregnancy you might be wondering why can't you just take over-the-counter antacids? But let me tell you, try and avoid medications as much as possible during your pregnancy. Right? So I would certainly not advise consumption of over-the-counter antacid medications on a regular basis. Once in a while it's fine, but on a regular basis, certainly not. When you have a natural remedy like milk, try that out. It is extremely important to make sure you're well hydrated because not just for yourself, even the baby is, drawing adequate amount of water from your body fluids, right? And milk is the best way. It's a natural, healthy way to make sure that your body is completely hydrated. So that reminds me of an incident, when I was pregnant. At night, suddenly I used to, feel so hungry and you feel so tired and exhausted to get up at night and prepare something for yourself. So the best thing is I would just take a glass of milk, heat it up and drink, and I would actually feel full, comfortable and get a good sleep too. Another important thing is milk also contains a higher level of insulin. Studies have shown that children who are born to women who consume milk on a regular basis are at a lesser chance of developing type 2 diabetes in their late teens. Milk also helps in the development of the brain in your fetus. Well, you must be wondering how, right? Well, milk contains a good quantity of iodine. And do you know, for the IQ development of your baby, iodine is extremely important. Interesting, right? So by now I think you must be quite clear, right? Milk certainly has its own benefits, right? It helps not only the mother but also the little baby which is growing inside you. Well, taking care of the baby is your responsibility when the baby is inside you, right? So you must make sure that you have adequate amount of milk, during this pregnancy phase. Probably once after that, it's up to you. But during this phase, make sure that you consume adequate amount of milk. Not just for you, but also for that little baby. Sure? So stay safe and stay happy. Bye-bye.